I mean, I literally cut that nigga head off. What do you want me to do to bring him back? Nigga bitch. What did you just say to me?
You know, bro, I feel like at some point in life, everybody gets faced with a dilemma. Should I take revenge for a certain situation I've been in? Or should I take the high road? And I know this is off topic, but what actually inspired me to make this video, I was scrolling on Twitter, cesspool of nonsense and bullshit. I know, there's porn, racism, all type of shit since Elon took over, but I came across a video.
Hey, hold on, this shit ain't funny. It ain't funny, but it is.
Now, much needed context. Apparently, that wasn't just some random guy getting team combo like that. Apparently, allegedly, that was a pedophile. And, they be catching pedophiles and doing shit to them. But that really made me think, what would I do if this situation happened to me in real life? Like, there are times where you have to take L's on the chin and you have to keep walking. Yeah, we know that. But there are other times when the moment is so disrespectful, you have to get back. Like, if I got hit with a combo like that, I would wake up in cold sweats every day knowing that the niggas who did that shit to me are not dead. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. My favorite moments where anime characters did not go for that shit and they got their revenge. Now, this is one of my favorite Getbacks in anime because it really shows the essence of One Piece pretty early on. Luffy doesn't play about his friends, and if you play with one of them niggas, you play with him. In an era with all these soft-ass main characters, it separates the good from the great. Alright, so this Getback starts off with these two dumbass niggas. Luffy gave these niggas one job. And thing one and thing two here thought it was smart to think with their dick instead of actually protecting this ship. While Luffy has tasked Dumb and Dumber to protect the ship, Nami ends up telling them to turn around so she can change it to something more comfortable. And you already know these two are the type of niggas to definitely get fleeced in the strip club. So while she's supposedly changing, these OF consumers attempt to take a sneak peek at her and Nami hits their ass with the whoop-de-doo. Now in hindsight, this seems deserved. But Nami didn't do that just because they were peeping. She was actually trying to steal the ship. So you may ask why? Why would she steal from the crew she just joined? Well, to explain that, I have to explain her backstory and one of the most heinous villains in One Piece. Nami is a real trench baby. She didn't have shit growing up, and for her dream to create the world map, she was steal shit to get by. Both of her parents were killed during a war between pirates and marines, and one of the marines actually ended up adopting her. And obviously this tragic ass backstory ended up with her having behavioral issues, and her mom would constantly get in trouble due to her stealing. So like all broke families in the hood, eventually Nami and her adopted sister realize they are dirt poor in the trenches. Her adoptive mom is trying to make ends meet since she doesn't have the funds, so instead of getting new clothes, she would give Nami hand-me-downs. And Nami tells her sister, verbatim,
Yo, raggedy ass, always getting the new clothes. This shit not fair. Girl, we both broke. Shut the fuck up and wear the clothes that mom's giving you and stop all that crying. Bitch, you not even my real sister. We didn't even come from the same parent.
Now this is when I knew this was a depiction of a true black household, because right after Nami said that shit, little girl don't ever say no bullshit like that again. And some people might think this is unjustified, but if I said some shit like that to my sister in my household, my mother would probably pedigree me through the floor. But Nami didn't stop there, and what I'm about to say isn't exaggerated in any way.
You're not even our real mother. You're just a bum-ass, broke-ass lady who started taking care of us. You wish we never came here so you can buy clothes and eat food your goddamn self.
You need to leave!
I wish someone rich adopted us. What the fuck are you doing being poor, adopting kids?
Oh!
Somebody! Oh!
He needs some milk!
Now, some may argue that Nami wasn't completely wrong, but that's definitely not how you go about it and talk to your mother figure. So after this situation, Nami ended up running away, and what she said to her mother, she would quickly regret. Pirates are coming! Everybody run! Debo is here. One of the sickest niggas in One Piece crash lands on one of the islands that coincidentally had to be the one that Nami was on. Arlong just one of them niggas who don't give a fuck. He walk around extorting shit like he Omar from The Wire. He snatches chains like he Debo. He is a real menace. Matter of fact, this nigga broke a cannonball with his jaw. I have no words for Arlong. He is really one of them niggas in the trenches that you do not play with. Rightfully so, one of the officers in the town tells Nami and her adopted sister to get the fuck out of here cause this nigga is unhinged. And here come Arlong with his gang of niggas and henchmen ready to step on shit at any time. Arlong basically extorts the town and says the craziest shit I've ever heard.
Listen up, bitch ass niggas. I run this shit now, pussy. And from now on, nigga, your monthly rent is going in my pockets. 100,000 for the adults, 50 for the kids.
And in my head, I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga feeling like? Like, he just came on these people island and is charging 50,000 from kids? Like, what kid do you know has $50,000? This is monthly too, so these people are scrambling every single month to pay this nigga this exact amount. So remember how I told y'all that Nami is broke and her peoples is broke. So where the fuck do you think her adoptive mother is going to get the money? So some time goes past and Arlong comes by her house to collect the money. She tells him to come in and Arlong, he thinks shit's sweet. He thinks it's another easy lick. Then Belmir pops out of the darkness, kicks this nigga right in the head with the gat in her hand. At this moment, I'm like, okay, Belmir, you putting that marine shit to work. You really working, Arlong. You doing it. She stuffed her fat ass musket in his mouth, and at this point, it dawned on me. This nigga chewed a cannonball hole that was hurtling towards him. What the fuck is this musket gonna do to him? She starts talking her shit, and she's like, I got you now, you long teeth ass bitch ass nigga. Then they all stare at her, and they start laughing. And I'm like, oh no, bruh. Don't do this to her, not her.
Useless, foolish, stupid, empty, worthless. All of you humans.
I mean, I've ran out of words for this nigga Arlong. He's fucking insane. What can he not do? Then he starts viciously beating the fuck out of Belmir in front of Nami in the craziest way. This nigga has to be the most dangerous IRS collector of all time. You miss a payment, we at your front door with it with straps. Now Belmir does some player ass shit. Since she lived in a household with 3 people, 50 for the kids, 100 for the adult, she only had 100 left. So she paid for both Nami and her adopted sister to be safe, except she didn't have enough for herself. Arlong gets ready to kill her. Then one of the officers come out of nowhere and start blowing at him. Then this dicked out, dick riding ass nigga comes out of nowhere to make sure nobody touches his glorious king. Then Arlong's goon just swats that nigga away like a fly. He walks up to Belmir, puts the barrel to her dome, and I can see where this situation is heading. Belmir stands back up and it looks mad anticlimactic, and I'm like, no way he pulls that bitch, right? What I say at his arrival, bro, he is truly a menace. To make a long story short, Arlong basically says if Nami saves 100 million berries and gives it to him, he will give her the village. And I'm not sure why for a second anyone would trust this nigga, but I guess desperate calls call for desperate measures. Now Nami ended up actually making the 100 million berries, but if you think Arlong held up with his end of the deal after all the shit I just showed you, you must be a fool.
Where the fuck is all the money I saved up? I left it in the town here.
Bitch, get it back in blood.
Stop playing with me, you bitch ass nigga.
What the fuck are you gonna do about it?
So now we know Nami isn't getting her cheese or the village, and at this point she truly felt hopeless. Nami starts going to town on the tattoo that Arlong gave her, until him, the best main character of all time, comes and does what he does best, help his niggas out. This is really my goat. She stole from him. This is really my goat. She stole from him. He didn't give a fuck. He learned her story. He understood her. And he went and slid. Now Luffy started this next episode hot. I couldn't even get my popcorn ready. Shit. He immediately busted in Arlong's gate acting like he ran shit and started pressing the niggas around him.
Hey, which one of y'all bitch ass niggas is Arlong?
Boy, who the fuck you think you is coming in my kingdom acting like you run some shit?
Oh, so you Arlong, right? Watch this.
Boss, I don't think he's a nigga to be played with. Watch out. Shut the fuck up. This clown is a fucking goofy.
Bitch! Shut your long nosed ass up!
And Luffy got the ultimate get back and sent that bitch ass nigga fly. Now, I love One Piece. Don't you guys too? Let's see how long this Arlong fight is so I can edit it. Man, shit, no. This is my first time editing. Y'all gotta give a nigga some grace. I got more get backs to get to. All y'all need to know is in the cleanest fashion ever, Luffy sent that nigga to the netherworld and tore his trap down as he should, which makes it one of the best get backs in it. But this segues me to another get back. A get back that was so filled with rage. One that was a definition of a crash out. Throwing your life away to get what you want and make someone else's hell. This get back starts with Kite taking his little homies on a drill because he's tracking some niggas he don't fuck with. He starts going on this spiel about how he's a hunter and how to conduct himself as a hunter, and I'm like, maybe this nigga should have took his own advice. Anyways, we gonna get into that. We get introduced to a gender neutral cat. I still don't know if this nigga a girl or a boy, but that's irrelevant. As soon as Kite gets a whiff of this nigga bitch's aura, he immediately freezes. And I instantly knew it was up for my mans because he turns to Gon and Killua and he says, "Run away, y'all boys. I cannot hang with this nigga." And I know Kite was spooked as fuck. Someone need to check his drawers. He might have shit himself in this situation. But then Miss Nigga does the most savage thing ever. Doesn't even let them niggas run away. Comes out of nowhere and caps Kite's arm. And I'm like, what did y'all do to make this strong ass bitch that mad? She instantly went for the kill. Gon and Killua just watched their mentor get done like Shanks and they are truly baffled. The nigga bitch turns around and imposes their aura on Gon and Killua and they know it's up and it's stuck. Gon sees his mentor's arm on the ground and this is when I knew this nigga was different. Instead of turning around like any normal nigga, he starts crashing and powering up. This is when I knew Gon was the closest version to an anime YN. He don't give a fuck about shit. He don't care if he's outclassed. You just watch your master, the nigga that's stronger than you, get fucked up and your first reaction is to swing? He's a dog, and it's completely relevant for what happens next. So Killua ended up having to subdue Gon because he was fucking tripping and he was about to get his ass killed. But honestly, maybe it would have been better if Gon helped Kite because Kite starts squaring up with Pitou, and we know how this ends. Cold, sick, cruel. The nigga bitch put Kite on a kebab, but they will soonly regret that.
How long is it gonna take for this dead ass bitch to get healed? Like 2 to 3 more hours? Damn, nigga, can you wait? Listen, I don't give a fuck if you're a nigga, or a bitch nigga, or a nigga bitch. I don't got that fucking time.
Eventually, Gon caught up with Pitou and he gave her an ultimatum. Heal my nigga Kite, or I'm fucking facing you. And to be honest, Gon didn't give a shit about the little girl Pitou was operating on. He was too focused on Kite, and it's like, yeah, he's a good friend, but did he even know that nigga's favorite color? Like, I swear they didn't even know each other for that long. Anyway, Pitou led Gon to the cellar that his dead homie was in, and honestly, I'm not sure why Pitou did this shit. This was easily the start of Pitou's downfall. I would have just ran away and left Gon in confusion. Gon realized his nigga was dead, and he started welling up in angry tears, and this is exactly when I knew Pitou's dumbass was finished. We've already seen the essence of Gon and how quick he is to crash out, so I already knew it was a matter of time.
I mean, I literally cut that nigga head off. What do you want me to do to bring him back? Nigga bitch, what did you just say to me?
I feel like Pitou's nonchalant demeanor didn't help them at all, because as Gon kept looking at Pitou, he just kept getting angrier and angrier.
I don't give a fuck about none of this shit no more, nigga. I'm getting back from my man.
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk!
And indeed, Gon was not capping. Gon channeled all his nen, all the energy he could muster in order to take this nigga out. This is a true crash out. Mind you, after Gon is out of this form, he cannot use nen ever again. This is a real friend. He is literally throwing away his whole hunter career just to get back for his mans. Pitou ends up taking this weak ass praying mantis pose, strikes at Gon, and he hits the cleanest weave. We didn't even see the nigga weave. At this point, you acknowledge that the nigga is as strong as the king, and then she chases after him?
Is this nigga serious?
Man, Pitou deserves the punishment they're about to get. Meanwhile, Gon transforms into the Rock with clothes that don't fit him. And he's on straight bullshit about his nigga Kite. He's not trying to hear none of this shit Pitou is talking about.
Hey, nigga bitch. Come outside and run my fade.
I knew this shit was gonna get good because Gon was mad serious. He was really ready to lay the beats on Pitou. So Gon and Pitou really start walking towards their fade. And he wants her to go to the forest because he doesn't want to destroy the kingdom. And Pitou realizes, man, if I go in the forest with this nigga alone, I'm fucked. So Pitou does the first smart thing she's done in a minute. And she tries to sneak the nigga. Gon gives this nigga bitch the most menacing look ever. Straight coldness in his face. God damn, he hits Pitou with the meanest kick I've ever seen in anime and starts charging up for something greater. At this point, I'm like, why did you have to play with that nigga Kite, Pitou? You could have avoided all of this shit. After Gon kicked Pitou in the gut, he starts flailing from the sky like one of those inflatable things outside of restaurants. And this nigga Gon is still charging up. Oh my god, this is finna be a massacre. Pitou lands directly on his fist and he knocks some sense into that nigga bitch. I truly do love a good get back. It really does move me. Gon starts tripping on Pitou's body as Killua watches. Killua knew that nigga was a crash out since the beginning of when this story started. He never knew he would take it this far to get his get back though. Gon delivers the final blow and puts Pitou's nigga bitch ass to bed. Still don't know if that's a woman or a man. Pitou's dead body comes out of nowhere, takes Gon's arm off, but he was too far gone by then, and he leaves it all on the field. This nigga took his own arm and stuffed it through Pitou's gut. Truly the definition of having nothing to lose anymore. Gon stands over Pitou with the meanest blast he can conjure and throws it all away for the sake of get back. So I guess the moral of the story of this video is, man, fuck the high road, bro.